Hello everyone, once again welcome to my channel Being Ruwan. Today we are going to discuss how I traveled from Abu Dhabi to Sri Lanka during pandemic. So without further information, without further discussions, let's move on to the actual experience. My takeoff time was 10 p.m. in Abu Dhabi. Then I landed in Sri Lanka nearly 4 a.m. So the experience was during a pandemic. It's actually risky if you are planning to travel. I'm not trying to make you scared, but yes, it is risky. If you are especially non-vaccinated, then you need to consider traveling during this time. So even I encourage that having vaccination will be very much advantage for you. It's for your safety, for your family safety, for your friends, colleagues, everyone's safety. So think about having vaccinated. So the requirements for me to travel from Abu Dhabi to Sri Lanka was negative PCR test within 48 hours. That should be presented to checking counter in Abu Dhabi, and that should be printed in the paper. They don't accept the message, so you need to have a printed copy of your PCR from the same location that you have done the PCR. Then ticket, of course, as usual. So the additional requirement was the PCR. It doesn't matter in Abu Dhabi whether you are vaccinated or not to travel to your country. Okay. So however, you have to put the mask on during your the whole travel hours. Some of you may have less travel time, some of you may have long travel, but there's no chance, there's no luck, so you have to put always the mask on. So having the safety distance, as I said, that in the flight, I don't know, it depends on the flight or what, but the flight that I traveled was there's no safety distance, so you need to forget about it if you are traveling like that, but at least you need to have your mask on. So the other thing I experienced in here that of course when you get into the flight, it's almost 3 to 4 hours you have to spend time coming to the airport, then go through the process and check into the flight. Now once you are in the flight during the meal time, so this is the interesting thing. So we should not blame actually anyone. So authorities are trying their best to reduce the risk of spreading the virus all over, but however it is our responsibility that we have to protect ourselves and think about our families, friends, colleagues, everyone apart from ourselves. So while eating, so we put down all the masks and we ate. Then once we finish our meal, we put back our mask. So that's what's happening in the airplane, which I think nobody can avoid. Even though you don't put the mask down at the same time, maybe you can wait until the others finish their meal, but again maybe you are still at risk. After they finish, you are going to eat alone when everyone has finished, and in case someone is positive, that might be in the air and you are just inhaling while the other people are having all the mask on, and you are trying to eat like separately once they finish it. So it's like a lot of confusion, and I really could not understand what is right and what I should do, whether I should eat at the same time putting the mask down along with everyone, or I should wait. I don't know. So anyhow I ate. I'm hungry, of course I have to travel for another 4 hours, so I had to eat. Then I ate. So this is also something that you have to think, and I'm really unable to think of anything. So that's why I'm saying like this cannot be 100% stopped or 100% blocked. The way we live, or the way we travel, the way our lifestyle cannot be changed like 100%, but that can be reduced, that can be reduced to some certain extent, but 100% I don't think that you can be safe and all. But anyway, that's how it is. Then the other thing that could not be avoided is the using the washroom in the flight. So everyone is using one or two washrooms, one male and one female or whatever. So again, multiple people are using the washroom. Even though your mask on, you are touching a lot of touch points. When you are going to the washrooms, you're holding the seats of most of the seats you're holding actually while traveling from your seat to the washroom. Then inside the washrooms, yes, there are a lot of touch points. So again, you need to think about those things. So you need to have the sanitizer with you all the time. Okay, even though there's no safety distance, even though you're putting the mask, sanitize every time. Sanitize, keep sanitizing your hands. This is what I can say in the flight. Then the other thing, that you're opening the cabins to put your luggages and all, so multiple people are touching, so there are so many touch points, risk of spreading of the virus in the airplane. So that's why, as I said earlier, that if you are really planning to travel during this time, so you need to think twice, especially if you are not vaccinated. It doesn't mean that you are vaccinated and you are safe, but somehow vaccinated people are getting advantage than the unvaccinated people. The experience is that cabin crew is completely wearing the full PPE, wearing the face shield, full coverall, wearing mask. You cannot recognize who's the person in the cabin crew. You cannot recognize the face. So that is also something new, some kind of experience that you don't know who the person is unless you have seen a picture or something. So that also something that something new. And of course, yeah, this is something different, that traveling during the pandemic, so you need to have your mask on at all the time, and think about the health and safety of everyone's in. So when you are traveling, when you are in the plane, they will give you three forms to be filled when you are traveling to Sri Lanka. So one was additional. Normally we have two forms to be filled during travel, but this time there was an additional one, that is COVID related questions. You need to fill when you're traveling to Sri Lanka. So total three forms that you need to fill. The cabin crew will give you in the flight. So if you have time, if you are free to do it in your flight to save time in the airport. So once that is filled, keep with you when you come to the airport immigration. You can give to the immigration and you can go. Otherwise, you need to come to the airport, then you need to fill there, then you have to go to the immigration. So it's up to you whether you want to fill it in the airplane or in the airport of Sri Lanka. Then the other thing I experienced also, the entertainment activities. So there's no entertainment activities. Again, I don't know if it is depend on the flight, depend on the airplane, I'm not sure, or depend on the country, I have no idea. So once you come to the Sri Lankan immigration, you can give the forms to the immigration. You can pass through the immigration to the duty free area. So they are not fully operated duty free area. That's what I encountered in Abu Dhabi as well, that they are not fully operated. They are reduced to the certain extent, even in Sri Lanka. So if you travel through the duty free, then you go down, take your luggage. So the other important thing that you have to do, once you exit from that area, you're going straight away to the exchange. I don't know what you call for that area, the exchanges, mobile shops, foreign bureaus, all are together, so in the airport. So you are going to that area. So the other important thing, that you have to have a SIM card. So that is the advantage, because you are going either to the government facilities or to the hotel for quarantine. So before you go, you need to make sure that you have a SIM. When you go to the government or the hotel facilities, they're coming for the PCR, so the PCR result should be sent to your telephone number. So make sure that before you're going to this facility, if you don't have a SIM card, you need to buy at the airport. Okay, there are different shops, different type of SIM cards you need to have. Then the other thing, of course, cash. So it's up to you whether you have to convert into rupees, or you have bank card, international cards, dollars, or whatever. It depends on the hotel again. So they accept cards, they accept different types of currencies. So it's up to you. But I always encourage you to have, of course, Sri Lankan currencies as well. So once you finish this everything, you need to go to one place where they decide that whether you have to go for hotel quarantine or government quarantine, whether you are vaccinated or non-vaccinated, they'll be checking on this. So normally if you are not vaccinated, currently the Sri Lankan protocol is that if you are not vaccinated, you need to either stay in a government facilities or the hotel paid quarantine. So you need to decide whether you are going for paid quarantine in a hotel facility or you're going for government facilities. So it's totally up to you. So if you are not vaccinated, you have to be quarantined in 14 days, whether it's the government or the hotel. So the other thing, if you are vaccinated, so you have to be in quarantine in a hotel again or in the government facilities until your negative PCR is received. So what I decided is to go for the paid quarantine, the hotel facilities. So I and have more people coming to hotel facilities, so I book a room. So if you are going for the paid quarantine facilities, they are the one who's going to give you the option. So there are no options that you can select, or there are no like more options that you need this hotel, you need that hotel. No, it's not like that. Once you are decided that you will be going for the hotel quarantine, they are the one who's giving you the facility. So you need to accept and you need to go. So you cannot select a city or a hotel that you want. No, it's not like that. So whatever the government have decided, you just need to follow. So when it comes to the government facilities, it's the same. So we don't know that they have enough capabilities nearby your area, but they will try their best to put somewhere nearby to your area, but it is depend on the availability. So during this time, the Sri Lankan cases are high, so I don't think that there will be free places, more free places. So you can be anywhere in the country. It not be maybe you're to your place. You're maybe far away from somewhere in the Sri Lanka, like me. So I'm from actually Kagol. So Kagol was somewhere far where I'm staying right now. So I'm staying actually in the hotel near the beach. Nice hotel, by the way. So that is actually Waskaduwa, in the Waskaduwa Coco Beach Hotel. That's the name of the hotel they have given me. So I selected. So I'm staying by myself in the room. So the prices, mentioning the prices for the hotel and all, I don't think it is fair. Here I would not discuss about the price, how much is the hotel, how much is the PCR and all. I don't think that is the right information I should give. But of course, if you individual wants to know, you can email me. My email address is always there on the description list. If you really want to know, like individuals, you can message me, you can email me, you can contact me. You know where to contact. My email is there on my profile in my description of this video, so you can email and get my more details. If you are planning to travel recent time from anywhere in the world, this is what I travel, this is where I travel from Abu Dhabi. So this is how the procedure currently, but it keep changing all the time, so you need to stay connected. So there are more options. The hotel facilities will provide you with PCR facilities that you can select. So you can select any of the facilities. There are more options actually. Then also the prices may be different to each one of that. So I selected one. So they came after like once I checking. So after like 3 to 4 hours of my checking, they came and did the PCR. So I'll be receiving PCR result within 48 hours. Within 24 hours according to them. So I'm actually currently waiting for my PCR result. So I was thinking that during my stay in the hotel, so I should do a video. I should do little talk and different type of video, and maybe this might be helpful to the people who are traveling. So this, you can get the experience, you can get the example from this video if you are really traveling to plan anytime soon. So hopefully, I'm thinking, fingers crossed, I'm negative and I can go home tomorrow within 40 hours. Once you receive the negative PCR, you can go home and do the home quarantine. Now again, going home, you need to have your personal arranged vehicle, and the vehicle should have a special pass from the authority. So you need to give the your name, the room number, the details of the hotel that you are staying, and yeah, and if yes, national your national identity card details. So if that is not mandatory, you can give even the passport details. So that is the requirement for you to have the pass to travel from the facilities that you are staying to your home. So the other thing, going home, so you are actually going home to see your family. So again, this is the thing, when you go home, your family cannot be staying with you. So again, if you are in one house with many family members, so again you have to think how you will be quarantined. So you have selected to do home quarantine, but you are putting, even though you are negative from the PCR test that you have done in the facilities once you reach Sri Lanka, we never know. So you are putting others also at risk going home, especially if you are staying on the same house with many family members. So actually it's a risk for others. So according to my knowledge, the virus can be transferred in a different way. So it doesn't matter that once you receive negative PCR result is that you are 100% free of virus. No, you might be a carrier. So you are going home, you have your family at home, your friends, everyone is at home, especially your family is waiting for you to see and you want to see them. So you are going home. Now let's say if you are staying in one house, so again the problem, where you will be quarantined, house quarantine, how will you do in quarantine if you are staying in the single room and others are staying on the other rooms? How you will eat, how they will give you food, so how you will use the washroom. So I'm sure all of us have no washroom for each room, so you have to be, maybe you have to use it commonly. So you have to think about those things. So end of the day, we miss our family, we have family to look after, we have responsibilities. So same like me, all of you, I know you have families, you have to go and see. I'm sure you miss them, they miss you. So you will be encouraged by that, thinking that waiting someone at home is encouraging you, even though in this during pandemic, even though it is a risk, but on the other side you can think that your family is waiting, you are going to see them. So from the other side you'll feel really you'll be actually excited going home to see your family and they can see you, end of the day you are together again. Even though as soon as you go home you cannot be together, but after a few days you are staying under one roof and with your family, so you'll be happy, of course, even though this pandemic. And also everyone is like in under pressure, staying at home with less activities, cannot go out, and they miss each other. So this is what's happening around the world. So that's why I took the risk and I traveled, because I really miss my family. My family miss me also. So during this pandemic, even though it's a high risk or low risk or whatever it is, seeing your family, seeing them is the most important thing, the most thing that makes you happy. So that's why I decided that over this pandemic, so if you are at least seeing your family, if you are staying sometime with your family, so you can be happy over this pandemic, and of course they will be happy as well. So that's why I decided to travel. So I think I talked today too much, so I don't normally talk too much. So this is the first video I think I talk too much, and I hope it's worth. So you get the information that you need. As I said, if you need anything, any additional informations on this, you can always email me, message me, you can ask me, no issues. Whatever I know I can give you the details as I know. About the prices and all, I cannot say in public. I don't think it's fair enough. So you can message me and I can give you the details separately for for individuals. So I know a lot of people are planning to travel to Sri Lanka, waiting for the right time. And currently now I'm here in Sri Lanka. So now the other thing is that the UAE government has restricted traveling from Sri Lanka to UAE. So my next expectation or next hope is that when they are going to open. So I would mention here something that I've been staying in this hotel in Waskaduwa. So all the facilities that you required to be in a room is there. So everything is there. Even the cleaning materials are there. So in case you have to stay like more days, so all the cleaning materials are in the room. You can clean by yourself. So of course the cleaning team cannot come and make up your room, so you have to do by yourself in case you have to stay for like more days. So all the cleaning items they have placed in the rooms. That is the good thing also, and all the facilities that you need are in the room. Or then the other thing I should mention here, that they provide the breakfast, they provide the lunch, they provide snack around 3 p.m. 3:30 p.m. Then after that the dinner. So they provide like 4 meals a day, which is good. And tea, coffees as usual, water, everything is in the room. So how much you want, you can always have that. So finally what I would say that I hear like a lot of people blaming, criticizing here and there, but whatever the government has put and the health authorities have put all together, we should follow. But not only that, it is totally our responsibility that we have to protect ourselves, our families, our friends, colleagues, everyone. Our responsibility to protect each other. It doesn't mean that the health authorities put this kind of rules, safety precautions, but if you don't follow, what's the use? So we have to take care of ourselves. We have to take our own responsibility, our ownership. We need to take the ownership and protect ourselves and the others spreading this virus more over. Alright, so finally I received the negative PCR result. I'm ready to go home now. So excited. I'll see you. So I'm on the way now, going home after the quarantine in the hotel. So welcome to Sri Lanka. Okay guys, so finally we're at home. So this is my travel partner today, my driver who came with me. Say hello. His name is Lalit. So thank you very much for dropping me today. He helped me a lot. So on the way we had some tea and all, so we came home. Alright guys, so we are at the end of the video today. So I talked too much actually this video, so this is the first time I will keep talking, but I hope it worth and you got the right information that you need, especially if you're planning to travel anytime soon. So this is the information that I could give. If I miss something, if you want to know anything additional, you may contact me. As I said, my email is there, so you can message me. I'm on social media platforms. You can message in any of the social media platforms. I'm putting my description I'm putting all the links to my social media on the description list below, so you can have my all the social media to stay connected. Please share this video with your friends, colleagues who are planning to travel. This information might be helpful for them. Alright, so thank you very much for watching my video. I will see you on my next video. Take care and a blessed day for everyone.